What's good? This Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching 3-Point Conversion.
Hello, Coach McMillan.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, thank you. We will go ahead and begin. The first question will come from Chris Kirshner.
Hey, Nate. Do you feel like there's a need to shorten up the rotation a bit and give the starters more minutes heading into Game 3?
Okay, say that again.
Do you feel like there's a need to shorten the rotation a bit and give the starters more minutes heading into Game 3?
The starters played 35 plus minutes. That's a lot of minutes, for those guys. And, Trae plays 35, Bogdan plays 35, Clint is at 36. That's a lot of minutes for starters. That's probably a little bit more than what they average during the regular season. And I thought tonight, because they played, 17, 18 minutes in that first half, I thought they wore down in the second half. And we really didn't have anything coming out of that in that second half. Only scored 18 points, 17 points in the third and fourth quarter. We weren't pushing the ball, we was walking the ball. So I thought we got a little gassed in that first half. And so I think we have to give those guys a little breather. And they're not going to be able to play 40, 48 minutes.
Do you feel like this game was one you guys let get away from yourselves? You guys were up 15 at one point, and obviously the Knicks came back.
Well, it's a 48-minute game. You're going to have leads, whether they are single digits or double digits, and you have to finish that game. I thought our shot selection, we were playing in the first option against this defense. They turned up their defense in the third and fourth quarter, and we were one pass and a shot. I thought it was a lot of settling on the perimeter as opposed to attack. I don't know if that was because our guys were a little tired or what, but we weren't getting to the basket playing in our third and fourth option in the second half. And we turned the ball over. We turned the ball over 14 times tonight. Again, we gave up 13 offensive boards. Is that due to guys playing too many minutes, a little fatigue? But they won the battle of the boards. They did a good job of defensively putting pressure. I don't think we handled their pressure well.
Mark Bradley.
Coach, you just mentioned the minutes and the fatigue that some of your starters were feeling. Is that the reason you waited and as long as you did to put Trae and Bogdan back in the game, even as they were pulling away?
That's our normal rotation. Trae normally comes back in the 8-9 minute mark. Again, Trae played 35 minutes, so. It's a 2-3 possession game with about 10 minutes to go on the clock. You got to give your bench some time to try to get something going.
Thank you.
Sarah.
Hey, Nate. Just how tough was the situation with John tonight with foul trouble and just kind of not being able to get into a rhythm out there?
Yeah, that was pretty big for us. He was in foul trouble all night, only played 14 minutes. That put a lot of minutes on a few other guys. Gallo had to play some extra minutes. We got restrictions on Dre's minutes. And, so he could just never really get into a rhythm tonight.
Davide.
Hey, Coach. Davide from Italy here. Being from Italy, I need to ask you about Gallo and what do you think he did good and what do you think he needs to do better going forward in the series?
Well, I thought he had some open looks. Those are shots he normally knocks down. And, you know, we want him to continue to be aggressive and take those shots. He hasn't shot the ball well in the last 2 games, but, you know, we're getting good looks. And as long as we continue to get those good looks, we want to get the ball out to those guys. And we got to knock down shots when we get open looks.
Justin Felder.
Hey, Nate, 2 really close games, 2 really physical games. What do you want your guys to take away from these 2? What do you want their mindset, their attitude to be, having, you know, taken home court advantage, but one that, you know, perhaps they felt they could have had here tonight?
Well, I think we just got to handle the pressure better. We know the intensity was going to go up, and it really went up in the start of the second half, the third and fourth quarter. They pretty much you know, established the tempo with their pressure defense. We really couldn't get anything offensively against them. They got the momentum. They started to knock down some shots. I thought we were back on our heels to start that third quarter and allow those guys to walk into a couple threes. And again, you know, I don't know if that was just, you know, we put so much into that first half that we came out a little flat in the second half, but it's a 48-minute game, and you know, we got to come out with that same energy, you know, establishing the defense, forcing misses, and then trying to get out into transition. That didn't happen.
Christos.
Coach, how satisfied you are about the aggressiveness of your team on those 2 games in New York? And also, you talk about the pressure. What do you need to do to handle the pressure in 2 games in Atlanta?
Well, I think we just got to stay the course. You know, I thought the first half we did a really good job defensively of making them work, keeping the ball in front. I thought we had some good ball movement. We were attacking and kicking out. We missed a lot of shots in the first half, and we took 25 threes in that first half. And you know, what we wanted to do is the second half, you know, come with that same defensive pressure, but make them defend us. You know, if we didn't have anything early, play in your third and your fourth option. I thought their pressure forced us to basically sped us up, and we didn't make them defend on the defensive end of the floor. You know, so we was taking some quick shots. I thought, you know, we're coming down, shooting the ball, 1 pass and a shot. They're going to defend that that action. You know, if you're playing in your first and your second option, you got to make them defend and get to your third and your fourth option.
Thank you, Coach. Oh, wait a minute. We got one more, excuse me, from Stephen. Maybe we don't. He raised his hand and took it down.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me, Coach? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just joined, so I don't know if you were asked this before, but keeping Trae and Bogdanovic on the bench for those first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, was there a consideration to bring them back in earlier? Is that Knicks lead went up to double digits?
Well, they played most of the fourth. I was late. We got them out late in the fourth because New York was making a run, and you know, we tried to get them rest for 3 minutes in that fourth quarter, and you know, 3-4 possession game with 8-9 minutes to go in the game should be enough time for our starters to get back into the game and get control of the game. So I was fine with my rotation tonight.
Thank you, Coach.